Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Russell Findlay, the new leader of the Scottish Tories, has said that the SNP's culture of freebieism must come to an end. He said it is very wasteful. Most of the things they're offering for free shouldn't be. There should be alternatives or other solutions could be sought. And he mentioned such things as the baby boxes, which nobody really wants. He mentioned prescriptions. He said which those who most need them get them free anyway. He says and there are others who can afford them can afford them. They're only £10 each. He says why are millionaires getting free prescriptions? He said children and the elderly can continue to get them free. That's fine. He says but, others should pay. And I completely agree. He goes on about free bus passes for the 22-year-olds. Said, really? Why aren't these kids in work? Shouldn't be out on the streets needing free bus passes unless they're going to work. But if they're working, they can afford a bus. He said, there's so much waste. And he's saying it's just this culture of giving things away and calling them free. He says, but they're not free. But it just means that the SNP is seen to be very generous. But of course they are. He says, they're generous with other people's money. He says, and likewise, free education, free university education. After all, again, millionaires' sons should not be getting free university places. Let's go back to having bursaries for those who most need them. It's a simple solution and one that works best for the country. Said, and also it will still encourage lots of people to go to university. Rather than free, why not have it at various staged prices? You're a millionaire's son, you pay the full price. If your parents are between this and this kind of salary, you can get a half price off and so forth. And then with bursaries for the very poor, so they don't pay at all. He says it's simple, it's easy, and nobody has to cough up for things that aren't needed. It will save the country a fortune. He says it will reduce the tax burden. He said it will free up money for things like the NHS. It will free things up for road repairs, for education, all sorts of other things when you're not giving away freebies to people who don't need them. And he's quite right. And I think everyone, even the wealthiest, are probably thinking, it's great, I get free this and free that and free something else. But really, do I need it? No. They're not that fussed. And half the stuff they give away to the wealthy, they don't need anyway. If you're wealthy and you're getting a free prescription, chances are you've got private medicine anyway. So it's a pointless load of old crap. He says, and there's so many areas of government that are costing through policy when change the policy, improve the service, and cut the cost. It's almost as though he knows what he's talking about. Shame he'll never have an opportunity to put it into practice, though. Alas, Scottish Tories are unlikely ever to reign wild in Scotland. But wait and see. The next election will prove very interesting, with Labour crashing and burning, the SNP crashing and burning. I always thought Reform would do well, but even that isn't guaranteed now, not with Richard Tice antagonising all the Reform voters. Who knows how many votes he's lost? It's a bugger, isn't it? Maybe the Tories will do well. Ho-hum. It's a funny old game, isn't it? Politics. Thanks a lot. Bye.